Hello, my name is Laurita Humphrey, and today I'm going to show you how I came to a decision for a new restaurant location using 1000 Minds. Once I have set up my account in 1000 Minds at 1000minds.com, I am able to start with a new decision model, and right here I will start in the setup screen. The first thing that I did was I changed the model name to Laurita Humphrey Rest of Project, which is the name for this assignment. Then I chose my activity mode of selection, considering other factors too, which will lead me through hypothetical questions in order to set my preference value. The next screen that we will come to is the team screen, and it allows me to add or remove other people in order to give them access to working on this decision process. If I were to use this model at work, I would be adding my coworkers. But if I were using it for my own personal use, I would most likely add my husband and possibly my children, depending on the decision we were trying to make. For this particular instance, I completed the rest of this project on my own, so I am the only one listed under the team. After that, I will move to the criteria screen, where I can think about different items that may influence my decision for this project. I have chosen car parking facilities, closeness to customers, visibility, image, office floor area, comfort, and then I get to choose different ranking levels for each one of those criteria. Each of these criteria can have as little as 2 alternatives in the ranking, or as I have shown here, I have chosen to go with 4 per criteria. One thing to note is that the more levels that are added, the more questions you have to answer in this particular mode. Next, we will look at the other factors that we need to take into consideration while making our decision. For this project, I have chosen population base and whether or not it is a seasonal location, and how many other restaurants are located within 5 miles with a price range of $10 to $99, which I have shown here as represented by $2 signs. After that, we can choose our alternatives. As you can see, I have listed alternatives of cities surrounding Muskegon, Michigan, including Big Rapids, Coopersville, Grand Haven, Ludington, Norton Shores, and Ravenna. This is also where I input the results of each of these criteria for each particular location. So not only does it add those, but it also adds a spot where I can add the population base for each location, whether or not it is a seasonal location, and how many restaurants are located within the 5 miles. These numerical values and the other factors will help me to make a better visualization in the end results. Next, we are going to go to our decision screen. As you can see here, it's telling me, well done, I've answered all the questions involving the criteria. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo my last decision for you to be able to see what these hypothetical questions actually look like. So for this instance, I need to choose if I would prefer to have an office floor area with greater than 1,001 square feet, but very poor comfort level, or would I prefer an office floor area of less than 500 square feet with just a poor comfort level. So I will select my final decision, and then it brings me back to my completed decisions. Next, we will go to the preference value screen. And now that all of my decisions have been made, I can go and see what the results are for the questions that I have answered. As you can see, the closeness to customers has been the highest influence on my decisions. It is listed at the top. Further down, you can see the representation in a different format on a radar chart of the criterion weights to see which criteria influenced my decision the most. This is just a different visual format with the same information as the bar graphs. Next, we can go to the ranked alternatives screen. This gives me a table view of my ranked alternatives from 1st all the way to 6th, based on how closely they match all of my criteria. As you can see here, Ludington is my first alternative with a 96.0% match. Now we can go to the selection screen, which is the final screen. And right here, you are able to pick and choose how you want your final selection displayed. I'm going to leave it as these default settings, and I will take a look at the chart. So clearly this is also showing Ludington as a top match for my criteria with a total score of 96%. And as I hover over this circle, it shows me the population base of 8,061. And then it will also do that for each of these other options that are displayed. And I believe there is a different one, yeah, hiding over here. So based on these decisions, Ludington is my top match. And if I wanted to look at it in a different format, that table view is back down here below. Again, showing me Ludington as a 96% first ranked match, which is personally what I think would be the best option for a new restaurant location. So that is how 1000 Minds helped me make a decision on where my next office location should be located. Thank you for allowing me to share this information with you today, and I hope in the future 1000 Minds is able to help you with your decision-making process as well. Please check out the following links in order to learn more. Thank you.